So this is the Klein GFCI receptacle tester with LCD display. It includes 2 AAA batteries, and it's drop resistant for 2 meters. That's what that means, I guess. And the model number is RT250, and made in China down here. We'll take a look at this today. Open it up here with these scissors there. These are tough plastic. Sharp too. So that plastic is hard to get off. So it's got instructions in here. Oh, lots of instructions. So instructions in here, different things you can do with it here. Here's the unit itself. Requires 2 AAA batteries. We're going to open up, put the batteries in. Number 2 Phillips. Battery compartment here. Even the batteries had plastic wrapped around them. So there's the plastic on top of the display here. Take that off. Turn on. There we go. Shows open hot. So it's not going to show anything. Open hot. It's not in the receptacle yet. Shows open hot. So here's the booklet that comes with it. It just tells you the basic information on the receptacle tester LCD. And it shows you all the different scenarios here. Just basic manual here. So the Klein RT250 GFCI outlet tester has some nice features. On the bottom here, you can check your GFCI plugs by testing it, and it'll trip the breaker to tell you how many seconds it takes to trip that breaker. And then this is just to push it to reset. If you're testing multiple outlets, you just hit this test, reset it. Comes with 2 AAA batteries, and we'll plug it in here and I'll show you some of the features. Plug it in, hit the test button here. Goes through its motions. Now it shows you correctly wired, green light, correct, 123 volts, 124. Now you pull it out. This display will hold for 10 seconds. That's the H for hold. 10 seconds will hold that display. So you can unplug it and check it quickly. Now this display will stay on for 3 minutes and automatically turn this off after 3 minutes. So the ground fault circuit interrupter from Klein Tools here to test different scenarios out here. And to do that, we're going to use 2 different props. This is going to be able to wire it differently each time. This is wired properly, so the hot wire is on the gold screw, the neutral wire is on the silver, and the ground is on the ground screw. Now I'll change this receptacle for the different scenarios, and I'll duplicate that in this electrical box here, this little outlet. Now this is just a cap tire, and plug it in the wall. And now you wouldn't wire this like this. Normally this is just a prop to show you the different scenarios of the ground fault circuit interrupter from Klein Tools. So this is the way it should be wired. The ground wire on the green on the receptacle. This is the neutral wire on the silver screws, and then the hot wire on the brass screws on this receptacle. This is just a demonstration, just a prop. So we got a test here, and we got it correctly wired, and it shows 123 volts and it says correct here and green light here. Hold the display for 10 seconds here. So now look at other scenarios of this Klein tool ground fault circuit interrupter receptacle tester. So remove the ground wire, the white wire, the neutral wire is on, and the hot wire is on. So remove the ground from this outlet, plug it in, should show open ground. There it is, open ground, with the red light indicating. So open neutral means there's no white wire connected to the silver screw here. We just disconnected the wire. And you get the black wire. Here's the gold screw, and we got the ground as well. So remove the neutral wire or the white wire. It should show open neutral. And it shows a less voltage here. And the red light, and it shows open neutral. So open hot means there's no connection on the gold side. We just disconnected the wire, and it's connected on the silver side here, the white wire, and it's ground. No wire on the gold side, no hot wire. So remove the black wire, so it should show open hot. There's no black wire on it. Plug it in here. It shows open hot. So we got a prop here. It's not connected to nothing. It's just a prop. I'll show you how it's connected wrong here. So the gold wire, the white wire is on the gold side, which should be on the silver side, and the black wire is on the silver side, which is reversed. Hot, neutral, reversed. So we'll show that with the two testers. This is the neutral, hot, reversed. So we'll plug our tester in here, and I'll show you that. Shows that red light, and it says hot, neutral, reversed. Here's another thing that the Klein tools can do. It'll check. There's only a black wire on there and nothing else, so there's no ground and no neutral wire on there for some reason. It'll detect that as well. Now we remove the ground and the neutral wire from this outlet. Plug in the spare here. It shows no lights, meaning there's no power. Same with the south wire. Plug it in. Shows no lights, no power. Put the Klein in, turn it on. Put it in. Shows a fault, open ground, neutral. So it's an open ground neutral. The neutral wire is missing and the ground wire is missing. Now the other scenario that I'm going to show you here, but I'm not going to actually do it, is that the ground wire is hooked to where the hot wire goes, the gold screw, and the actual hot wire is connected to the ground screw, and the neutral is the same. So I'll show you that scenario. It'll show you up on the Klein tools. So I just used the label that come with it to show you what would happen. I don't want to plug it in and risk hurting my circuit. So this would show up with a red light, of course, and it would show up hot, ground, reversed, saying the hot wire is on the ground wire connection and the ground on the hot wire connection. So another feature of the Klein, it holds your reading for 10 seconds. So you can plug like this horizontally, you plug it in, and you'll see the green light because it's wired correctly. But then you want to check the voltage and see what it says on the actual display. You have to turn it around or get around it. So plug it in, shows green, and when you pull it out and it shows correct, that display will last for 10 seconds, so you can have a chance to read it. So if you're in a tight spot, you can read what it says here. So this is what we call a wire mold. I wired this myself, and it's wired correctly. Yeah, the ground's there, the hot and neutral's there. But farther down where I fed it from the attic, there's no ground, so it's going to show open ground here. Red light, open ground. You can see it here. Open ground. Take it out here. Open ground. So it detects wires in the circuit. So somewhere there's an open ground. I know it's in the attic, and I got to rewire that whole circuit because there's no ground wire in it. So this plug, it has the neutral and the hot wire reversed. I already plugged it in, and we'll test it with our tester here, the red light. Hold that display for 10 seconds. Hot, neutral, reversed. So I know this plug's got to be redone. So the Klein has a test button on here for the ground fault circuit interrupter that tests this breaker. See how long it takes to trip. Now if you're in here and you had water or something, it should trip. This will tell you, by doing the test button, tells you how long this would take to trip this particular breaker. So plug it in. Got a green light. It's correctly wired. Use the test button and it'll show you how many seconds. So you pull it out. About half a second to trip this particular breaker. So this was the Sperry. When I tried the Sperry, if you watched my last video, the Sperry showed it had a bad ground. So I'm going to put this Klein in here, see what it says here. And it says it's wired correctly. And we're going to test it. Hit the tester. This is a ground fault circuit interrupter. Shut it off here. We reset it, so it's flashing here. In 0.8 seconds to reset it here. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed my video on the Klein Tools RT250 GFCI outlet tester, and we showed you different scenarios. And there's a test button there for a GFCI plug, and it actually tests your plug, ground fault circuit interrupter plug, when it would trip, how many seconds it would trip, and then you're just holding this button down, turn the unit on. And if you're doing multiple receptacles, and you reset it, because it does hold the value for about 10 seconds. The display will hold on for about 3 minutes and then shut off on its own. So it has that saving in the power saving for your batteries. It does come with 2 AAA batteries included in the package. Bought it from Home Depot for $28 Canadian. So stay tuned and ring that bell. There'll be other videos coming soon. I'd like to thank all my subscribers, all my new subscribers. Thanks so much for subscribing to my channel. Watch this for the first time today, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for taking the time to watch the video today. Have a great day, people.